All right, there you go. All right, so it looks like we were live. I'm Tim Picciott, Wham's latest contributor. And what we have here today is I'm going to actually go over the actual Russian Facebook ads. Because what I did a few years ago, I think it was 2017, the house.gov website actually released the actual Russian Facebook ads. So, we always hear about, the Russian Facebook ads and how it's the Russians that infiltrated the elections. But has anybody actually gone, besides me, and seen what these Russian Facebook ads actually entail? Because I don't think anyone has actually gone out and done that. I haven't seen any videos that purport to that. So I figure, hey, why not be the one that goes out and does this? So the very first one I clicked on just randomly, just kind of spot checking these, was actually one for that was promoting LGBT agenda. So maybe because they forgot the Q in there, maybe that was deemed, transgender or something sexist. So this only has 19 likes. Absolute joke of a meme. Of course, it's redacted, meaning they don't want to actually show you what's in there. But what we're going to go through is now I'm just going to go straight from the top, and I'm going to start with Q3 of 2016. And we're going to see, you guys are going to see with me what these actual Facebook ads look like. So I guess this one is trying to, looks like they're trying to curry favor to fellow Texans, trying to say, hey, let's get ready to succeed. Sort of a weak meme, I would say. Very weak. It has, let's see, 1.9 thousand reactions. I mean, who knows how much they paid for this, but, not that great of a meme. All right, let's move along here. This one is interest and targeted to black people. So, Martin Luther King, all those, evil, people trying to get civil rights. And once again, yeah, so now we've got to censor blacktivists because I'm sure that there's something that, black people were posting in favor of Donald Trump. I mean, yeah, we know that that was definitely not happening. And what I'd seen, and if it's redacted, what that means is it's basically bullshit. It means that it was so probably, even embarrassing for for the Democrats that they can't even show you. So this one here, human rights, Malcolm X, another one targeted to African Americans, and it's saying, let's see here. Anyways, nobody's listening to us. This isn't some pop quiz they didn't get a chance to study for. This is human life. And it says, stop explaining to people why our lives matter. Stop. And yeah, so I guess you're not allowed to have pro black people stuff because apparently this is a Russian Facebook ad, designed to help Donald Trump in some way. And when I was clicking through these about a year and a half ago, it seemed like there was two guys in particular. Their name wasn't Calvin and Hobbes, but it was something very similar to that. And basically, it seems like these two guys use rubles to pay for their ads, and because they use rubles to pay for their ads, that they said that they were Russians, even though it was two black guys who were mainly exposing that this entire system was a fraud. They weren't, pro Donald Trump by any means. Looks like that's the same ad as before. So we had two of them back to back that were the same. Another one from the Blacktivist group. Yeah, I don't know why it's the same one again. Just clicking through randomly here. I did not go through these ahead of time before I went ahead and did this. So here we have is another Blacktivist one where it says, don't choose the side of the oppressor. There is enough room for you in the fight for black equality and justice. So by choosing the side of the oppressor, you'd think that this is probably one that's trying to fight through that left-right paradigm. So again, that's something that you can't have in the power structure. Moving on to the next one, looks like it's another one, trying to, help different black rights. Actually, looks like it's the exact same one. And I'm just going through line by line. What they have here is the house.dnc.gov put together, a list of all the ones from 2016. And so I'm just going through quarter three and flipping through these ads in real time right now with you guys. And yeah, dear cop, please stop using our children for publicity stunts. Everyone knows that that's obviously more of a left wing. I mean, it shouldn't be left wing because obviously, a lot of people who are watching this right now, probably not huge fans of the police. But, obviously this is not a pro Donald Trump type ad, but, can't have that. Looks like this is the same one as well. So I'm going to flip through that. Let's see here. We have Positive young black men serving the country will not be in any news outlet. That's why we decided to post it here. And that's why the Democrats decided they would redact it, because, they want to keep black people on their own plantation as opposed to actually freeing them. And then I'm actually quite stunned right now that all of these actually are basically black people, are positive ones that, obviously this has nothing to do with Donald Trump, but these are the actual ads that you can find. This young woman who resembles an iconic activist brought back good memories. Okay, yeah, can't have that. That was obviously helping out Donald Trump. Another one. I mean, it looks like that's the same one. All right, what do we have here? Yeah, another one that's the same. Well, at least it's going to make flipping through these a little bit quicker. Football coach suspended and the whole season canceled after young athletes take a knee. Okay, I mean, obviously this one looks like it has nothing to do with Donald Trump or defeating Hillary, but that it was paid for. They use rubles. You see down here, ad click, ruble spend, and so it's such bullshit that this is the actual excuse they're using to shut down free speech. And I will point out that I am wearing a "We Are All Alex Jones, Don't Censor Me" shirt. Was a big fan of Alex Jones for probably, I'd say, from 2011 to 2016 through the election, and then afterwards realized that here we go, Black Lawyers Matter. So you can't have black lawyers in because then they might be able to escape the plantation. Another another ad that has nothing to do with the Russians again. Let's see, share this. Yeah, another one. All right, making sure we're at the same one here. So we got P1. All right, let's just keep clicking here randomly. Okay, yeah, stop using our children. Okay, we've seen these ones before. All right, what do we have here? Yeah, the Black Lawyers Matter, 370. We've got, all right, the media won't share positive black men. Again, and this is, I am not cherry picking any of this right here. Yeah, another one about black people and ending racism. So you can't have ads that talk about ending racism, because if you do, then that makes you a racist apparently, and evil Trump supporter. Let's go through. Okay, here's another one. Their mom decided to start her children's first day of school at the National Museum of African American History. Definitely something a white supremacist would do. So of course, got to block this ad. Oh, you can't even show us that one. And so every time they're censoring these ads from even showing it it obviously means that it's bullshit. All right, 25 innocent black man released after spending 25 years in prison, and you almost couldn't even make this stuff up right now. I mean, the joke level of these type of ads and how these were supposedly influencing the election. I think we've seen this one before. 2000 Seattle teachers protest in Black Lives Matter shirts. So these are pro Black Lives Matter ads, but they are saying that this is what the actual Russian ads were about. And I will say you guys can watch us right now on dlive.tv/The Liberty Advisor. Also, hope you guys can sign up for the newsletter as well. I'm not actively sending out stuff, but I do plan on making an exit from Facebook. It sounds like right now that they might exit me before I exit them. But making sure we do have a way to stay in touch. And so let's see here. Got some comments coming in. I'm still trying to get used to the setup we've got here. Why did I get... Okay. Somebody's mad they got a notification because they're not subscribed. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that one. Sorry for giving you some truth over here. 9-year-old prevented from joining her teammates to play soccer jersey because she was wearing beads in her braid. Okay, yeah. Obviously, another big-time Russian ad. Let's go through here. Yep, that one's another pro-black person one, so we got to block that out. Black people getting killed by the police. Yep, we got to block that one out. We've got, social issues such as police brutality is not a priority for American politicians. Let's block that one out as well. Blue Lives Matter, back the badge. Obviously that one's coming from a different group. Another Blue Lives Matter one. If anything, Blue Lives Matter, that triggers me and probably some of you out there as well. More Blue Lives Matter. More Blue Lives Matter. More Blue Lives Matter. More Blue Lives Matter. And again, I'm not cherry picking any of these. I'm just going through one by one the actual list of ads. And of course, they've had to redact these because the Democrats are all a bunch of pussies who need to come up with excuses. And as an anarchist, I don't even, like any of this, he said, she said, left, right stuff. But it's just but the level of censorship that the left is basically demonstrating right now is absolutely crazy. All right, this one looks like it could be Hillary Clinton cheats American veterans. Okay, this one actually has to do with Hillary Clinton, so I will give them that. So let's see, the last time. Okay, yeah, and they've redacted most of that one as well, as you guys, well, I guess cannot see. This one's talking about support and develop black-owned businesses is the key to success. These effing white supremacists who are posting memes trying to lift up black people. We cannot have that. We absolutely cannot have that. Another one trying to lift up black people. No, no, no. The Russians, what are they doing? All right, what is this one about? Pan-African Roots Movement. Obviously sounds pretty racist to me. Come join the black community. Obviously something that a white supremacist would say. Yep, and that's the same ad recycled again. Black doctor was held at gunpoint by a trooper. Obviously something that Donald Trump would want to be posting out there. All right, I had the maximum number of files open at once, so looks like I'm going to have to close some of these. It's too much propaganda on the screen at one time, so let me get rid of these before we start opening some more. All right. Williams and Kelvin. You know what I say? Kelvin and Hobbes. And I hadn't looked at this in like 2 years. So Williams and Kelvin. I'd like to really kind of maybe follow up with these guys to see what's going on. But these were the ones who I mainly saw when I was spot checking a few years ago. These guys are posting a bunch of different memes, and they weren't even that great. But all right. Yeah, this is another one about jailing killer cops. Obviously, that is a left-wing type thing. Black guys are smart. No one can deny this. White cops are one of the hardest problems we face every day. Again, another one from Williams and Kelvin. So they're against the police. So obviously something Donald Trump. Danny Williams, who is Bill Clinton's illegitimate black son. I guess I'll give him that one. That one is, would be more of a right-wing type thing to post. However, there is a lot of evidence to suggest that that is actually true and not a peep from the left in that. I mean, they were trying to do everything they could to shut down Danny Williams. Looks like we've already seen some of these ones get recycled before. Yep, already seen that one. And there's just a ton of these, so I'm just going to scroll through these like super quick. Black girls don't have to be mixed to be beautiful. Obviously, that's something that Vladimir Putin was putting out. Boston police killing people. Black Lives Matter. Obviously, something that the Russians are behind. America is at risk. We need to protect our borders. I mean, everybody knows that. I mean, the Russians want to make sure the Americans have the guns, although, Trump is getting rid of bump stocks and doing more gun control than Obama had. But, the Russians want to protect our borders. How dare those Russians, wanting to make sure that our borders are protected? Obviously, something that Putin wants to do. Again, same ad. Looks like I just lost our place from where we're at. So I'm going to just click on another random one over here. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Yep, definitely the work of the Russians over there. Colin Kaepernick is no Rosa Parks, who's a victim of segregation. Okay. But he's a young, articulate man. And I'm actually flabbergasted at the level of cartoonishness of how basically none of these are right-wing type ads. Yeah, I mean, nothing says right-wing like Colin Kaepernick wearing a Muhammad Ali shirt. Another Blacktivist one. I mean, I swear I have not cherry-picked any of these. Just going through one by one, seeing how all this is going. So we got a comment here from Kesha Rhinestone. It shouldn't be called Blue Lives Matter. It should be called Blue Bloods Matter. Actually, interestingly enough, blue blood actually comes from the Spanish, where the Spanish were getting invaded by the Moors, and after they were invaded by the Moors, they wanted to make sure that the really white blue bloods were basically the royalty's skin was so white that you could see their blood, and so they were called blue bloods because they were famous for not intermarrying into other races. So that's actually, just as a quick aside, that's where the term blue blood comes from. Looks like we've seen that ad before, like 4 or 5 times. African American Civil Rights Movement. All right, getting sick of seeing the same ad over and over again. All right, Satan. If I win, Clinton wins. Jesus, not if I can help it. Press like to help Jesus win. And okay, great. You know, it had 97 reactions. Big whoop-de effing do. Proud to be a Muslim. Obviously something Donald Trump was getting orders from Pootie Poot to share. Another Muslim American one. Stop Islamophobia. I mean, you can't even make this up. Another Stop Islamophobia. Another one. I may scroll through a couple of these. I don't feel like... All right, what is this one about? The Black Panther Party 50th anniversary. Yeah, we know how right-wing, racist that is. Oh, Houstonians come out to remember, 50th anniversary for the Black Panther Party. Hosted by Donald Trump, the evil white racist. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. I'm going to skip through some of these, otherwise I'm going to be here all day. Some of these we've already seen, so I'm just going to skip through like 5 at a time. Let's see what we got going on here. More Islamophobia. Institutional racism. University of North Dakota students wear blackface, make mockery of black people. I mean, come on. This is, it's isn't like a certain thing where they put like charcoal on their face and it's some sort of like cleansing. I don't know. I don't do any of that sort of stuff, but this does not look like it was meant to be racist, so I don't really agree with that at all. Blah, 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 blah. No matter what happens, we always find the strength to push through. And another pro African American meme. Another one about the police killing black people. But the point being is none of this has to do with white supremacists. None of this has to do with Donald Trump. And I mean, none of these ads are even that great to begin with. I mean, this one, ad impressions, 0. Now, that was probably, false stats to begin with, but I'm going to have to click out of a bunch of these again as we get ready for the round 2 of crap as we're trying to make our way through Q3. Actually, these are just the ads from, looks like right now we're in August. Another gruesome attack on police by a Black Lives Matter movement. So it's funny because these ads are basically, people that are pro Black Lives Matters and people that are pro police. And somehow these ads have to do with Donald Trump. Now, maybe they're trying to sow division, but, we've got the media doing a good enough job for that. Routine revenue collection stop where, the police are doing something bad to black people. Let's share this video. Same one. I'm going to skip through a few of these now. Cop beat this man like a runaway slave. A white NYPD officer raping a 15-year-old girl. Probably got an award for it. Who knows? Born liberal. I mean, are you kidding? So Born liberal is an actual meme we've got going here. I'm gonna look at some of the comments. I stopped following Alex Jones after he fell in line with Trump, and actually after in 2000, after the election is when I stopped following him as well. Clinton family started ISIS. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Just looking at some of the comments. Hey guys. All right, let's get some more ads over here. Maya Angelou, obviously the work of the Russians. More stories about African Americans. Stop police brutality. Pro Black Lives Matter. More of the same. More of the same. I mean, I am not cherry picking any of this. Just going through, clicking, sometimes skipping a few at a time. Yeah, more Black Lives Matters type stuff. National Day of Protest on behalf of Black Lives Matter. Can't have that. Encouraging African American entrepreneurs. Can't have that either. United We Stand. More African American memes. Black Doctor. Obviously, that's something Donald Trump wants you to see to help defeat Hillary. 2 black kids win trophies in chess. We got congratulated for winning a basketball game. Black kids being handcuffed by Colorado Springs cops apprehended. Now, maybe one of these days we're actually going to find some pro-Donald Trump stuff. Okay, back the badge. Again, nothing to do with Trump. More back the badge crap. More back the badge. All right, I'll skip a bunch of these because I don't feel like seeing any more back the badge. Join your study in blackness. So it looks like some sort of Egyptian type pharaohs. Maybe Josh can go find that over in Mauritania. We support black businesses and black people. Obviously, that's about as Russian as it gets. And I hope you guys can like maybe even share this with your friends of like how ridiculous this is. I've been meaning to make this video for about a year and a half. Yeah, woke black people, can't have that. And hopefully start getting more of that Williams and Kelvin. Because those guys, a lot of it, their memes that I saw from like 2 years ago was basically exposing the whole system as this false left-right paradigm. So this one actually had 277,000 impressions. Yeah, an Army of Jesus. Can't have that. Say a prayer and load your gun. I mean, Jesus probably would have fared a lot better if he had a gun. America needs Jesus more than ever. That's probably true. We believe in liberty and individual free market. Liberty is rising. Defend the Second Amendment. And all this had to do was people were paying. So you see here, it shows the amount that's spent. So, you know, what happened is that these guys probably went on like some sort of freelance website, maybe like Fiverr or peopleperhour.com type deal. And they paid using rubles. And because they paid using rubles, that is now the proof that the Russians influenced our election. And that is the extent of what the media is drumming up here. We're still in the third quarter of 2016. Black Baptist Church. I've only got a few more of these. Then we're going to... Here we go. One against Clinton. The Clinton Fraudation. And as somebody that knows quite a bit about trust and foundations and have helped set them up for people and advise on them, it's ridiculous the amount of crap that they've been able to get away with. This one's not even showing redaction completed at the direction of a ranking member. Travel with Hillary as far as you can, picking up emails and money. Yeah, so this one they don't even want you to see. Hill Tendo. Oh, you know what that is? That was, I think, like this video game they had. Let me hilltendo.com. Let me see if it's okay. It's the shite that they not the shite the. You know, I spelled hill with one L, not two. Trying to see if we can. Yeah, apparently they've shut that down too. Oh well. All right, but at least now we're getting to some actual Russian ads. Let's see. Judge lets off cocaine dealing private schoolgirl to protect her career. Williams and Kelvin. Another black man loses his life at the hands of the police. All right, so we have made it through Q3 ads. Now we're going to go... Actually, that was the Q3 ads from July. So now we're into the Q3 ads from August. Here we go. All right, being patriotic. It looks like we have found an actual Trump ad that reached 260 reactions. Ooh, so all 260 people saw that one. Same really crappy meme. All right, I'm gonna skip through a couple of these because this is all crap. We've already seen that one before. This is not institutional racism. These are girls wearing some sort of a charcoal mask, is what it looks like. Secured borders, no invaders. I mean, the Russians want to make sure that our borders are secure. Stop radical Islam, obviously something that Donald Trump would say. America is slowly but surely turning into an Islamic state. Yeah, I guess you could see that one could be pro-Donald Trump, but not a very, I wouldn't say that's a great meme. Somehow it had 12,000 shares. They've redacted part of this based on the House Ranking Committee. Yeah, we've seen this one before. See if we can get some of your guys' comments over here. All right. But no, definitely appreciate everybody watching. I'm Tim Picciott, the latest contributor, usually talking about finance stuff, usually talking about economics, talking about stock market, crypto, but I do have a lot of experience talking about Russians and fake news. There is evidence to suggest that I had the first fake news list go viral on Facebook and had a ad talking about this wasn't me, but white kids chant the N-word on school bus. Obviously something Donald Trump was probably behind, probably giving them, paying them money probably to do that. But getting back to the Russian story, I had one of the first videos I made was talking about Russian collusion in September 2016, talking about how it was the Clintons who were behind the Russian collusion, because I could see that the Clintons are famous for always accusing their enemies of what they themselves are guilty of. And that's actually what I said in the video, because I could see that this is the thing that they were trying to drum up. Yeah, there's some more weak-ass memes they have going on. Justice for Lamont Scott. It's just like, come on, can we find some actual good memes here? I mean, this is ridiculous. National Day of Protest, protesting what? Okay, Black Lives Matter. More. Let me just skip through. We're getting. All right, St. Louis cop captured on camera killing black people. I mean, what's new? All right, more police killing black people. She'll probably get some sort of award for doing that. All right, let me try to find I'll skip into Q4. So Q4 was the actual quarter where, okay, all right, open the archive. Let's go. All right, so we are into October 2016. So these are the ads that are basically right before the election that should theoretically have the most amount of pull. Great, this reached 16,000 people. We've seen this weak meme before. Okay, we've seen them have to black things out before. Nobody listening to us. All right, I'm just skipping through some of these. Maybe we'll find some really Russian ads at some point over here. All right, you know what? I may have clicked on those ones before. Let me. Oops. Open archive. All right, so now we are into the actual month of the election. So let's see what the most. Donald Trump was elected 45th president. All right, so that one was after the fact. So again, something that's after the fact. Maybe these are processed in reverse order. So let me start all the way at the end. Meet Robert Smalls, born into slavery 1839, steals a Confederate military ship in 1862, disguises himself as captain, outwits and passes Confederate guard ships by using their secret codes and hand signs, escapes to freedom, runs for Congress, wins. Now that's a gangster. Okay, don't want to be empowering black people. That's pretty Russian. Black people with creative haircuts. Can't have that. Can't show black people getting beat by the police, because we know that is definitely Donald Trump. Back when TV was dope, and we see more redactions here. Back when black love flourished on TV. I mean, come on, give me something here. Black Girl Magic. If you didn't vote for Trump, buy this awesome T-shirt and support the struggle. Not my president. So these guys are posting memes that says "not my president," and these guys have been depersoned from Facebook, YouTube, everywhere for being these Russian agents because they had the misfortune of using rubles to pay for their ads. So 400 ruble. I don't even know how much 400 rubles even is. So let's see, 400. So we'll see exactly, what type. So we're going to pre-search this using DuckDuckGo. $6.14. Holy shit. It's funny. Let's see here. Know your rights. I know my rights. Pro Colin Kaepernick. Knowledge of self will take you straight out of mental slavery. And I was seeing these guys posting things that did have to deal with, this whole false left-right paradigm we've got going on. I've got too many windows open at once, so let's get some of this stuff closed. Here we go. We'll get the next round here. Black people for black people. Which, I mean, I guess that would be sort of racist. Can we have white people for white people? I don't know. Don't riot, start whining, start organizing. So, organizing against Donald Trump. So, actually, let me go back and read that. To weep over Hillary's lost election as if our relative member died. So, like the same Hillary Clinton that, said black people are made to heal, like her mentor. And that was, in response to signing the 94 crime bill that Joe Biden also pushed big time. Controlled opposition. We need to start rallying against Donald Trump. Not sure what this is. Apparently there's redheads who are not white. So that's racist. Someone born in Chicago, shot and killed by the police. Only probably because another black person didn't get to him first, which I think you've got about an 88% chance of being killed by another black person if you are black, which very similar statistics if you're white as well. Knowledge of self will take you straight out of mental slavery. We've seen that one before. Woke black people. Can't have that. Need to keep them on the Democratic plantation. I'm going to stop worrying about Hillary's votes and start taking care of my kids. Absolutely. We didn't take our stand so that in 2016 y'all can whine over Democrats and Republicans. I think I lost my spot again in here. Just going to click on a random one. Since when is celebrating Black Beauty racist? For some reason, in one of my streaming softwares, it's telling me it's not going out to anybody. So hopefully this is. Colin Kaepernick. All power to the people. I mean, come on, guys. Let's get some actual like Russian ads here. Not my president. I mean, what says, Russian infiltration? Like, not my president. Father of mentally ill black man killed, guessing by the police. Yep. Not a very hard guess. Lots of white people killed by police too, so. By poor black woman dies at hands of the police. Cop brutalized child. Not my president. So yeah, so the Russians were paying to put "not my president" ads on Facebook. Think about it. First female black cadet, sergeant major in the history of the U.S. military. At the age of 23, she died in the Iraq War. Probably because that bomb was racist. All right, we've seen that one before. So these are the ones leading right up to the election, and it's all crap. Are you ready for anti-Trump meetups? Are you ready to voice your concerns? Click here to get prepared, not my president. Ridiculous. Stop Trump, stop racism. I just want to remind you guys, if you go over to dlive.tv/thelibertyadvisor, I really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to me over there. I'm not a big fan of what I call VayTube, especially in light of, Alex Jones being censored. It's really only, a matter of time. What's up, Kingsley? You will see me at Anarcha Vegas, unless, I guess, the Russians end up getting me first. I definitely appreciate the super chat. And Kingsley is coming out with a platform called Float, where they are trying to basically create a better Facebook/Reddit/YouTube/Patreon/Hatreon/everything to, stop all this censorship that we see going on. All right. And one of the reasons why I'm on this page and I decided not to start my own is because I had a Facebook page that went pretty viral within the span of 2 months, went from 0 to 30,000 people following me, had fake news go viral, was reaching millions of people, and the day after I had fake news went viral, I went from 1,200 new subscribers down to 0 the very next day, and I figured that they're probably going to do the exact same thing to me on YouTube, so I was like, hey Josh, why don't we work on a collaboration, because I'm not going to spend all this time and energy that you'd spent building this up, because what's Black Guns Matter. Give a shout out to Maj Touré, who's running for city council in Philadelphia. But I knew that it was only a matter of time before all this purging and censorship was going on, and now there's been more of a need than ever to have alternatives, and we just have to start taking the stand ourselves. So I do ask that you guys can subscribe. All you really need to do is put in your email. It does ask for other information if you want to give it to us, and have the good guys have your info. That'd be awesome. If you don't, just remember the bad guys like Google and Facebook and VayTube already have it. So it's just good to let the good people stay in touch with you guys. And these ads, come on, man, let's find. Okay, this one is celebrating Donald Trump. And so those are all the ads leading up into Q4. Now I'm going to look at Q2's ads, so if you guys will bear with me just a second as I unpack this. This is from June 2016. Apparently that entire thing was redacted. That one was also redacted. Had to do with Reagan and God, so cannot have that. Black Lives Matter. Got to redact that. And somebody is commenting, why was I notified about this? I'm not subscribed. Both major parties are evil. They work in tandem, pass laws. Yeah, I agree. I own the domain beyondthetwoparties.com and thetwoparties.com. I've voted libertarian. So you don't have to explain that to me, but, thank you for stumbling across this, even though you seem upset that you managed to find the page. But, if you like good, hard-hitting independent media, please give us a like, and please, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, whatever other crap you've got to do in order to get the material out. Looks like I've reached the maximum amount of ads, Russian propaganda. So let me clear these out as we make room for more. Okay, a guy with a really fat cat. Apparently, I mean, oh my god. When the groom throws the bouquet, guys run. Okay, I mean, that's pretty Russian. When your ex says they found better. Okay. And they say black people don't have culture. And yeah, apparently the House Democrat Committee does not want you to see the culture that they don't have. All right, this one is just stupid, like most of these. But he's Asian, so I mean, is that black people talking about Asians? I mean, is that racist? Not allowed to see that. American Muslims support Hillary. I knew it. I knew Donald Trump was coordinating with Vladimir Putin to have the Islamic community support Hillary Clinton. I knew it all along. Man, if this doesn't prove Russian collusion, I don't know what does. Exposed right here. If anybody wants to even try to find these, I don't know if you could even find these anymore. I found these actually on the House.gov website years ago. I think I heard it got released, and I think I was in like a car ride, and when it was my turn to be the passenger, I had a lot of free time, was able to find it quickly. The last couple of times I've tried finding the link to it, I could not find it, and so luckily I had the premonition of that this was probably going to be something that they don't want you seeing because all these are bullshit. And because of that, I knew they wouldn't be around long, so I saved them to my computer years ago. So you guys can suck it, Democrats. Williams and Kelvin. All people have to understand that the police service is exactly like a secret gay club. The reason being that no one knows what goes on inside there, even if it's evident. There's a kind of code of silence, which in Sicily would be omerta. Even if you saw something or these memes, they need to learn how to write in English. Okay, Barack Obama signed a bill eliminating the offensive and outdated descriptions after, that mainly was passed by the Clintons. Can't see that one as well. Stop police terror. So the Russians want to secure our borders, keep our guns. They want to make sure the police don't brutalize black people. And they want you to see memes of fat kids passed out with their even fatter cats. I mean, and I hope I'm not boring you guys. I'm just going through these ads. I didn't prepare anything ahead of time other than the thumbnail, which actually John Snyson prepared. So thank you very much, John, for that. Yeah, and these ads must be such crap that they won't even show the ads. So I'm not preventing showing you. I'm not trying to not show these ads to you. It's just not letting me show them. Being patriotic, okay, honoring the Navy, that is definitely racist. Actually, they did say that the original Navy flag or U.S. I know like the Gadsden "Don't Tread on Me" flag. I believe they were saying that was racist. They can't talk about how Hillary wanted to kill Muammar Gaddafi. And actually, I did have an article about this a few years ago where if you go back to the WikiLeaks, you can actually see where, they were talking about, Sarkozy from France was talking about, okay, here we go. Hillary for prison. All right, we've got another actual Facebook ad that, it's not that great. It had 60 reactions, big whoop-de effing do. But yeah, they killed Gaddafi and they stole his gold, and LGBT United something the Russians are obviously behind there. More LGBT stuff. They forgot the Q, so since they must be against queers, so can't have that. Okay, we got black people probably got shot by police, I'm guessing. It's always usually a pretty good guess if you, I guess unless you're in Chicago, then it's. Since when did homeless become a crime? Guess we'll never know because the Democrats don't want us seeing that one, but let me. Daft Punk's father. I mean, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but apparently that's Russian. That guy with a fat cat is a Trump supporter. Is he actually? Does anybody know who is that guy? Like anybody or just some random guy? Welcome to the city of memes. It's funny. Is that like the Dogecoin dog? Guest starring in crappy memes. My boyfriend surprised me when I got home. I found this bra in my bed. It isn't my size, but how thoughtful. Okay, well, that might be something Donald Trump would do. Okay. Another stupid meme. All right, secure our borders. All right, almost getting to the end of this one. Bernie Sanders, Clinton Foundation is a problem from Born Liberal. So this would be a liberal site supporting probably an actual, I don't want to call anybody an actual liberal because that term has no meaning to it. Just like conservative really has no meaning to it as well, to be perfectly fair. The only politician who doesn't need a limo to get to work. Alrighty. When you accidentally open the front camera but you're so cute, it doesn't matter. Alright, so we just went through all the ones from Q2 and sorry, I gotta open this again. Sorry guys. Alright, so now we are into May. So we got the ads from exactly 3 years ago. Alright, a wounded warrior kissing his dog. Can't have that. Hillary Clinton doesn't deserve the black vote, and she doesn't. I mean, her mentor was Margaret Sanger, who said black people are like human weeds and like weeds that need to be exterminated. So that's pretty liberal. Black pride and confidence never hurt anybody. Obviously, the work of the Vladimir Putin. They don't even want you seeing that one. Don't want you. I guess they do want you to see that one. All right, I guess that one's so evil that it had to be entirely redacted as well. Here's the Westboro Baptist Church. God hates bigots. By LGBT United. By Blacktivist. Stop AI. I'm not sure if that means. Oh. Aliens and illegals. So, or aliens and immigration. I'm not sure what the AI stands for in that context, but. Got what would happen if no one went to work for a month? Well, I think the entire economy would implode, is what would happen. Don't shoot. Yeah, because if Trump doesn't want the police to shoot at black people, obviously racist. We were looking for brave people ready to join our movement, but that is redacted. Hulk got his cousin pregnant. That's kind of funny, but nothing to do with the Russians. So what they went through is anyone that used rubles to pay for their ads, they lumped it together so that way they could get their number really high. So that way they could say we reached 100 million people. If you take a look at, I mean, you guys have seen this. Most of these ads had nothing to do with Russia, nothing to do with Donald Trump, nothing really to do with anything. Bus converted into mobile food market provides low-income neighborhoods with fresh food. That's why they had to kick Williams and Kelvin off of here, because you can't be empowering black people. That's a no-no. See, here they go again. Empowering more black people. Don't believe the stereotypes. Face of modern slavery. And these were the guys that I saw posting a couple years ago when I was spot checking this, is what I remembered was this Williams and Kelvin. And a lot of it seemed like they were, really beyond the left-right paradigm. There was stuff where they were talking about that they were basically anti-Hillary Clinton, but also anti-Donald Trump as well, and that the whole system is really, just a big ruse. More pictures of veterans kissing their dogs, more black people being killed by police, probably more black people being killed by police, more black people being killed by police. Sorry, but it's just a gallows humor. Something going on for Detroit. Okay, more black people killing, or police killing black people. All right, officers choking black people. Okay, and they're not even letting us even show these. Opinions are split depending on race, a poll proves. Okay. All right, 2 black people probably had something bad happen to them at the hands of the police. Okay, can't have the American flag with an eagle. That is something Vladimir Putin wants you to see. Okay, if you voted for Obama, you're too stupid to own a firearm, therefore you shouldn't come into their store. More LGBT stuff on behalf of Vladimir Putin. All right, let me click on what the next one is before I go through and erase a bunch. All right, this was a video that apparently is showing a bloody scuffle, probably with, I'm going to take a guess and saying it's probably a black person being shot by the police, or tased by the police, or being stomped by the police, or being tortured by the police in some regard. Obviously something racist that Donald Trump would be paying the Russians to highlight and expose. Right. Cop block US. Can't have that. Free online music. And sorry to bore. I'm just literally just going through these ads one by one. Sometimes I'm skipping a few here and there, because I'd be here all day. But we don't have too many left, and these are basically the 3 quarters leading up to the election. So we've got, basically May all the way through November that we've shown here today. Obviously a lot of evilness. Obviously a lot of Russian intelligence. Obviously the KGB is behind all these. All right, I'm going to skip a bunch of these. It's just a bunch of free online music player ads. I've skipped a bunch. Yeah, it's there's 40 of these in a row. And I don't actually see what the view looks like, so I'm just clicking on a text PDF file. So in case you guys are why do you keep clicking on this? All right, here we go. Oh, and it doesn't let us see that. All right, so that is all the ones from May. Now let's open up another batch over here. All right, we'll go back to April 2016, that is. All right. More police brutality. Unarmed black men. 9 Black Lives Matter protests were arrested thanks to the KGB. Time to stand up for our constitutional rights. Which the first gun laws in America were to make sure black people couldn't own guns. And it would probably be pretty hard to enslave, tens of millions of black people if they did all have guns. Stop federal overreach. I mean, stopping federal overreach should be popular no matter what side of the aisle that you're on. See, Gaddafi was removed because he dropped the American petrodollar. We saw he died. Yep, I had an article on that, and the day I released that article was the day my website got a big time, what they call it, a DNS attack, or DD, whatever you call it. Another day, another black person getting killed by the police. When you're in an Uber and you get a call from someone saying your Uber is outside. I want to be this kid when I'm retired, and apparently you can't see that. When they come to your house and try to be player one. Obviously nothing to do with basically anything. So come on, people. Like, if you think that I'm probably not, our core audience watching this, but if you are a hardcore liberal, and you think I'm going through and I'm trying to, just cherry pick these, go. I will send you all the files if you want. Go through, find all the Russian ads. You can make a documented report, not just like this guerrilla, lifestyle that I'm doing right now, and show us the evilness of these ads. Because the fact of the matter is, you guys can't show us this. Okay, we've got, little white girls with guns. That's bad. Can't have that in America. Gotta support the police in America. Gotta go to rallies to stand up for true patriots in America. Chicago man spent 10 years in prison because he lied under oath about surveillance video. I mean, only the police are allowed to lie to us. Just remember that. Proud to be black. Can't be proud to be black in America. Okay, looks like I've reached the limit once again. And these are the last tranche I'm going to go through before I stop this video. I'm sure you guys have by now gotten the point. There is probably still another, I guess there'd be another 4 months of videos to go through. Who knows? Maybe I'll just go through all of them just to say we went through, probably 90% of them. Okay, here we go. All right, go to a rally in Atlanta. Proud to be black. Proud to be black. Information is your weapon. Know the truth. It's time to wake up. When will people stop seeing skin color only? I'm tired of the labels. Never give up on your dreams. Don't shoot. Nope, gotta have black people still getting killed by police. That's what the Democrats don't want you to see. Apparently the Democrats do not want you to see that black people are being killed by the police, that they are trying to be strong together, that they are trying to see more than just skin color. These are all things the Democratic Party does not want you seeing. They don't want you to take care of the veterans. This is all directed at the hands of Vladimir Putin. All of this. There's no place for political correctness. Stop all invaders. All right, I guess that one you could say is more of a Donald Trump-like one. Another anti-immigration or illegal immigration. So I guess you could say that's more Donald Trump. Close the borders until it's too late. And just here's one other story as I'm clicking through these. If there's one that pops out, maybe I'll stop to talk about it. But Facebook, what they did last year, it was right around this time last year, is they took the ability to post from my. If you guys find me on Facebook, it's / the Libertarian Advisor. Even though I go by Liberty Advisor now, basically I got pissed at the Libertarian Party, so I changed it. But Facebook took away my ability to post on my page until I gave them my license, and then after I gave them my license, they had to mail something to my house, and then they mailed the code, and then I had to go in, put the code in online just in order to post. And now they've also have taken the ability for me to boost my own content, and so I'm not even allowed to even pay Facebook. Insufficient data for an image. Okay, I don't know what that means. Nation without borders isn't a nation. Stop immigration, blah, 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 blah. All right. More of these crappy ads. Stop police brutality. When you and your girl are at McDonald's and her eyes wander off the value menu. What did you do to my drink? When you're the only German kid in the class and your teacher mentions the Holocaust. When you're getting roasted in a group chat. Too fast, too curious. Hey, non-Raj Truth. Yeah, we did hear about Farrakhan getting banned as well. And I do agree. Have you tried creating a second personal Facebook page to administer? I have done that, and that doesn't work as well. They've just taken it away from my page, and I am in the process now. I've never made an intro video even for my own page, and so a lot of people on my own page realize they know me as the more of the political meme guy. Whereas, a lot of the other media that I do, they either know me as the crypto guy or they know me as the, stock market financial guy. And so I want to make a video that really kind of breaks down some of the different things that I've done. And then for the people that want to follow me as I leave Facebook, that would be awesome because, what I want to do is take, the people that are following me over there. I don't have their information. So like to do is get as many emails as possible and then ultimately leave Facebook. I was on Facebook in 2004. I mean, there's not very many people who were on Facebook in 2004, back when it was Kanye being an annoying dad is priceless. Yeah, you can't have black people, black fathers, that is, actually being fathers. That would go against the Johnson administration's Great Society plans. That probably was made around the time Prince died. Yep, this is the amount of popcorn you eat during the trailers and the movies. I don't really go to the movies, but yeah, that probably is true. I'm not really one that brings the car gas down to the bottom. I actually never even like to have it hit the out of gas light. I like her a lot, but she can't see me. Okay, I guess that's in reference to John Cena when he does his entrance music. Even sort of ashamed that I even know that. Proud to be black. Can't have that. But these Williams and Calvin, let me DuckDuckGo that Williams and Calvin. And for searching, go to presearch.org.org. And you basically get paid to search, and you can have it go through, and you can still do a Google search through pre-search, and then you get paid, 0.25 pre-search for every one that in the future I think can be used for something on the platform. But it is a potential Google killer, so we are looking at decentralized solutions for these alternatives. And I would invite you guys to at least check myself out at dlive.tv/the Liberty Advisor. Because I don't know, how long, Josh and John and myself are even going to be allowed to post over here. I mean, here we are, going through, making a video showing how all these Facebook Russian collusion is all BS. And that's exactly what they don't want you showing. They don't want people like us showing how much of a fraud this entire system is. Join the patriotic march. Yeah, so let's have, the Knights Templar. We are proud to be black and stand for a community. Not allowed. People that want to get rid of racism always bring in more racism. That boy you call white, yeah, he's 10% Cherokee on his mom's cousin's side of the family. Think before you speak. All right, whatever. So, as you guys have seen, there's been a lot of, a lot of propaganda, a lot of Russians, a lot of stuff that obviously was directed straight from the Kremlin. As I'm trying to find where my Wirecast screen is so I can see what's even being posted right now. But just bear with me for a second as I try to expand this. Okay, so that's really all I had for today. I meant to really share that a few years ago when I first saw it, but I just, with Alex Jones getting kicked off, with today being Press Freedom Day, I think the UN said for the next 3 days, or from May 1st to May 3rd, so today being the last day. But do you guys have any questions? I'm going to scroll through. Thank you so much, Non-Mirage, Truth Vision. Appreciate that. Definitely Josh appreciates that as well. And all these videos that I'm doing, I'll let Josh, keep the revenue for this. And so one way, if you want to support myself, which in turn is supporting World Alternative Media, when I'm not doing videos exposing all the corruption from the political side of things, I am, mainly breaking down stuff on the economy, stock market. I am a financial advisor, so we do run portfolios for people. So, a lot of people, financial advisors, are always dressed up super nice, but you know what? There's a lot of financial advisors out there who, have taken people's money, that they've screwed people over, and who are dressed up really nice. And so I have to support Alex Jones today, even though I have not really watched this show that much the past 2 years. But I do think that he was one of the most influential people in the election. That's why he had to be taken down. And so even though I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he's doing now, I absolutely do agree with his right to say it. And I think that he is really making a big mistake by not trying to push for other alternatives like DLive, like BitChute, BitTube, like IPFS, where you can create content where, let's say, everyone watching this, let's say we have our own interplanetary file sharing node, and then, Josh posts his content up, it goes out to maybe hundreds or thousands of other computers, and then when somebody wants, so it sort of works like a Tor system, and then that is something where there's no way they're able to stop that. One of my good friends, Ernest Hancock, who actually was the guy that created the Ron Paul Revolution logo. I had the first Ron Paul meetup group at his house. He is very, very big into this, and he's one of my best friends, so I do know quite a bit about where things are going. And that's where I wish Alex Jones would take things, because it's, his I guess, solution to this is having some sort of road to redemption. And so when he was on, Joe Rogan talking about road to redemption, I was like, you got to be absolutely kidding me. So I'm going to go through, look at some of these. She's got Gero Berman, Soviet rises once again. Hey, what's up? We're all Doug209. We're all Russian bots. Appreciate the comments. Bacon Maldito. Memes are for the weak. Sometimes they can be funny, though. I will say, though, I spent so much time making content, so much time making different videos and blog posts, and and then it gets zero traction whatsoever, and then then I post a meme and 500,000 people see it. So it's very frustrating, but in this day and age, if you can't really fit what you have to say on a bumper sticker, which I'm pretty long-winded, as some of you have pointed out in the past, that unfortunately just does not have the track record. Let's see here. Going through. Alex Jones sucks, but nobody should be censored. And, I'd say I do credit him with waking me up to a lot of stuff. I found out about him after I found out about the Federal Reserve and after I found out about Ron Paul. And back during the Ron Paul days, his show was a lot different than it is now. Now it's all about Donald Trump. And so, unfortunately, what Alex Jones' show has turned into is it kind of keeps you on this merry-go-round of fear. You've always got to be scared of the next thing. And all the solutions always revolve around, well, you got to vote Donald Trump. Well, guess what? We got Donald Trump in there. The debt's exploding. Deficit is absolutely exploding. You've got all these unemployment numbers are all fake. I wrote a book. You guys can get it for free at howitsrigged.com of how they actually rig all this stuff. But anyways, I really do appreciate the watch. I mean, I just wanted to show you guys. I wouldn't say quickly, but as quick as I could, kind of going through, showing different ads. Didn't cherry pick any of them. Was just clicking on them, one at a time in most cases. When I saw a lot repeating, I just skipped over. But hope you guys can share some of this with some of your liberal friends and say, hey, listen, you guys want to see Russian ads? Well, here's a guy who actually went through, took the time, posted the Russian ads. And it's all crap. And so what we'll do is we'll try to get the Russian ads on IPFS. I'll send those over to Ernie, and then that way the evidence of those ads can never be taken down. I've got them stored in a few places. So yeah. So anyways, I really do appreciate the watch. I'm gonna figure out how to end this on a timely fashion. You guys can check out my site at thelibertyadvisor.com. You can check out the investment firm that I'm with at innovativewealth.com. Make sure. Down below in the comments, we'll post links for Anarcha Vegas. I believe the code is WHAM. You've got Anarcha. What's the other one? You've got the Red Pill Expo, and then you've got John Snyson's Winnipeg Crypto Conference. And I believe all of these are code WHAM to get there. If you guys want to support me, it's you guys can email me, tim@innovativewealth.com. And if you're interested in becoming a client, you can find out more information both at theinnovativewealth.com and thelibertyadvisor.com. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.